Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you are traditionally ruled by Saturn and Uranus is closing out a major cycle. Uranus has been in Taurus. Ooh, Taurus, the sign of I have, for the last 7 years. Taurus is your values, body, it's money, your work ethic, like your personal values. It's so much more obviously than that. But I feel like there's some sort of a revolution that has come to pass, and I feel like you're about to be feeling more comfortable. So there's a lot of gratitude, I think, that's coming up. There's a lot of stability. There's an ending of a cycle in your self-worth that's attracting in more money. Come on, we got stuff to talk about. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2026, for the rest of Aries season 2026. I feel like there is a financial come up going from the Nine of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. Not only a financial come up, but this is like your value, your status, your position, how you carry yourself. Something has changed. Maybe you got a new title. Maybe you're like have entered a new tax bracket. Like there's just something there around like you are now more masterful with money in some sort of way. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I feel like Uranus did his part to really revolutionize and help you stabilize in that arena, in the arena of your body, health, self-care, self-love, money, um, possessions, property. There's just some sort of stabilization after like your world getting rocked. And I feel like Aries season, excuse me, 2026 is really preparing you for Taurus season 2026. Uranus goes into Gemini in Taurus season. Um, your other ruling planet, Saturn, has started a whole new cycle in Aries, and you just may be finding your footing. But I also feel like in your personal life finding your footing, but like in career, in regards to like what you value, what you're worth, there's some stability that's coming in there. I also feel like some of you have been basing your worth or your value off how much money you make, and there's a big shift that's happening there. Hydrate, light it if you need it. I'm ready to dive in and clear out any funky ass energy. Welcome in, my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thank you for the most useful, helpful, divinely aligned messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season 2026. What's up? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This Knight of Pentacles also, I feel like there's something about stability, and I like the King of Pentacles underneath him with the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like, I mean, usually I only show this to the Patreon plunge over in on Patreon. But I feel like you guys have really worked for something. You have put in a lot of time, energy, effort, and that's being recognized. But I also feel like that energy could be picked up and taken anywhere and rebuilt somewhere that's even stabler. So there may be opportunities to level up, opportunities to move, opportunities to like build your own thing, to like start your own thing, to take your skills and like go independent in some sort of way. That could be a thing that comes up. Four of Cups. Well, you gotta stop projecting yourself. Like you have some of you, like you have the skill, you have the talent, you have the money, you have the resources, you have the know-how, you have the help. There's something there around like quit looking at the past and really put yourself in the position of preparing yourself for your future. You are the sign of the future. And so I just feel like stop ignoring these opportunities that are coming up, because I feel like there's an opportunity to restabilize. And this restabilization is an internal thing, it's an emotional thing. I feel like you're getting emotionally reset, emotionally stabilized. There could be some sort of an offer that's coming in, an emotional offer. There could be an influx of like love, connection, um, an opportunity to develop feelings for something or to dive deeper into your love of something. And you may be stuck in the past or processing the past still, or which is fine. Take your time, process what needs to be processed. Don't rush yourself. But I do feel like there's something about like a calling back to life. The Knight of Wands reverse, yeah. I feel like there's a tug on you, like you want to move forward, but in order to receive what's coming in, something from the past is being laid to rest. And so some of you may realize that there are people that are just like here for a good time, not a long time. Maybe somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements that there's it's like they just want like sex or short term, or they just want the physical connection. The Hierophant reversed. Damn, let me just Page of Swords reversed, and then the Seven of Wands. All right, so I feel like y'all are wiling, or you're entertaining somebody that is like wiling out, and there's somebody here that is non-committal. It probably is you. Some of you are starting to realize that you have low key some kind of like commitment issue, or there's like some kind of hang up in your marriage or in schooling. There's like a hang up or an obstacle or a speed bump or something, in regards to a relationship with somebody with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, maybe Libra placements, Gemini or Aquarius placements. There's I just feel like Aries season, first thing to be clarified is like, what are you closing yourself off to? What ways are you trying to keep yourself safe? What's going on with your internal security system? What needs to be processed and released from the past so that you can harness your energy, like so that you can access the fullness of your energy and therefore harness it in the right direction. I feel like some of you are in a place where you're like, fuck love, fuck commitment, fuck marriage. I don't want to do any of that, blah, blah, blah. Some of you have been in that place and are realizing, damn, I've been putting that energy out and now I feel differently. And some of you are wanting commitment, wanting um either commitment, or some of you are exploring something like alternative in some sort of way, an alternative kind of lifestyle. Some of you are having difficult conversations around maybe like opening up your relationship or opening up your marriage, or exploring polyamory or exploring open relationships or sleeping with other people or whatever it is. Some of you, there's that's going on, and I feel like you got to be real honest about what you believe in. Do not just go along with what someone else is saying if that's not what you really stand for, how you really get down. I also feel like some of you are being told the only way you can accomplish your goal is if you go the traditional route. The only way you can accomplish this is if you do X, Y, and Z. And some of you just like are like, no, I'm going to do something different. There's a different path to be paved here. And some of you are about to like maybe pioneer or create a different way. Um, some of you have brilliant ideas that you need to act on, and it's time to like act on them. I feel like some of y'all been like, fuck bitches, get money, young, wild, and free, sex, drugs, rock and roll for a while. And now you're starting to understand like the value of like devotion and commitment and stability and family and like the traditional values in some sort of way. Some of you have uh really shat on like the traditional kind of lifestyle, and now that's like switching or in some sort of way, or vice versa. Um Be sure to check out the Aries season astrology video and the oncoming Taurus season astrology video. That's going to have all the important astrological transits and dates. I feel like this is big prep for Taurus season for you, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Not to say that Aries season is not going to be, or the rest of Aries season isn't going to be eventful. I just feel like it does need to be slower than you anticipated, you know, like the pace of it. The pace of the rest of your Aries season is needing to be a bit slower and more intentional, and making sure that you're not just like moving for the sake of movement, doing for the sake of doing, just like trying to like do shit for the plot just to move stuff along. No, don't, like, stop. And also, if you find yourself doing that, peel back the layers of why you do that. Like, why can't, why, that's not all of you, but some of you, like, why do you struggle to just let life happen and to like let things unfold and unfurl and like savor every achy moment and experience, you know? Some of you are really healing from a breakup or a divorce or a relationship that, an engagement that broke down, or something that you thought was going to be long term that did not go long term. And I feel like you may be hearing through the grapevine about that person, or you may be hearing from that person, or there's just like some, you may be stumbling upon some unresolved pain or nuggets of wisdom. There could be just like conflict or petty conversations. I feel like there's opportunities in Aries season for you to like stoop to someone else's level, and I feel like you should not do that. Please take the high road. Do not be petty with this Page of Swords reversed. I feel like you have the opportunity to really shift your communication style and start having more effective communication, and really be able to stand up for what you believe in without like being condescending or like shitty with somebody, or like tit for tat or something like that. I feel like if you have that kind of like vengeful, or like watch me glow up, or I'll get you back, or if don't be carrying that shit around. Let the cosmic realm of justice do their job. All right, some of you are dealing with somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements, and I feel like they are very unsure, very uncertain. For some, it's very unstable. And some of you done peeped that instability and are like having to kind of like scoot backwards or like fall off in some sort of way. But I do feel like there is an influx of uh love and creativity. Some of you are really reevaluating your social circles, and I think that would be very wise. There may be somebody in your life with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements who's like off the walls, off the rails, like popping off. They may just not be making wise decisions. Do not let somebody else pull you into their bullshit. Just because they're jumping off the bridge doesn't mean you need to jump off the bridge. And don't jump off the bridge to fucking try to save them either. These hoes don't want to be saved. Quit trying to save these hoes. All right. I also feel like Aries season is giving you the opportunity to have some kind of like breakthrough, break away, breaking free, breaking conformity, breaking tradition, um, some sort of alternative way of doing something. Um, like getting a certification versus getting a certification versus being like self-taught, or there's just something there, right? Like doing the alternative kind of way of things. So some of you are really needing to um figure out the approach that you want to take. I feel like more research is needed. Give yourself more information, give yourself more data before you start making any declarations about what it is that you're going to do. I also feel like that person with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, there may need to be like a defending them. Somebody is angry. Some of y'all may need to block people, or people are blocking you when you get angry. Um, there could be some like kind of hostile conversations going on with the Knight of Wands reversed and the Page of Swords reversed. um I do feel like There is mental fog that needs to be addressed, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, or some of you are smoking too much. Or like getting like too high too often. Whatever kind of high y'all be doing. Some of y'all need to be reevaluating what kind of high you be doing. Some of you, that high is caffeine. It's just coffee. You need to be drinking. You're drinking way too much coffee. Some of y'all is some harsher shit. Or this could be somebody around you. I do feel like there is some sort of like fog or cloudiness or uncertainty around your emotions or the emotions of somebody with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements. I do feel like the water sign is more forthright, at least with their emotions. The fire sign, the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius is on the defense, or there's like a fight that's going on here. Some of you may be having fights around school, around politics, around like moral kind of issues. Some of you may find out that like people that you're close to or that you care about or go to school with or hang out with have like really kind of maybe fucked up political views or standings. There could be just some shit that needs to be talked about around that. Interesting that I just noticed that I'm like rubbing my heart. I feel like there's this like some of you there's still an ache, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Some of you are like there's an ache. Some of you there's a moment in Aries season where you feel like you need to like clutch your pearls. I also just feel like it's really important to do your part to lean into prioritizing yourself. This is Aries season of I am, the season of me. And it's really important to like invest in whatever activities and people and places and things that stimulate your heart energy, not just money and accomplishment and getting shit done and that root chakra shit. It's time to like level on up here to your heart and connect to that. I also want to point out two court cards and one major arcana. So I feel like right now the divine's influence in your life right now has a lot to do around rebellion and breaking free. That's Uranus, your ruling planet. It has to do with revolution. It has to do with like institution, like the lies, the deception, the breaking free of like indoctrination, religion. There could just be like, religious deconstruction. There could just be a kind of whirlwind around information and data and esoterica. I feel like the divine is really intervening as far as like giving you access to information or education. I also feel like the divine is showing you who certain people are. I do think there is something about spending more quality time with yourself and really reevaluating the company you keep. You know who that's about. I'm ready to clarify these cards. I hope to see you over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. The link's in the description box below. Come on, let's get into it. Damn it, this fucking remote, man. Oh, this shit's turned off. That'll do it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.